Every Christian faces the possibility of spiritual battle. According to 1 Peter 5:8, the devil is like a roaring lion that is looking for prey. As Christians, in order to preserve our spiritual well-being and devotion to God, we need to be aware of his plots and the subtle indicators of his attacks. In this talk, I'll go over some typical signs of spiritual assaults and offer defense mechanisms against them. To really grasp how to use this knowledge into your life, make sure to watch the entire thing through in order to receive more insights. Spiritual attacks frequently take the form of difficulties in our inner life rather than physical obstacles. These might be anything from an abrupt lack of interest in Bible study and prayer to feelings of loneliness or an unexplained sensation of overwhelm. A declining prayer life is a critical indicator of a spiritual assault. If you find yourself avoiding time with God or your prayers seem heavy, it's usually a sign that the adversary is attempting to break through to your relationship with God. The enemy is aware that a believer who prays is a strong believer. And rise in bewilderment or an absence of calm is another sign. A spiritual attack intended to undermine your faith in God may be the cause of your unusual indecision or anxiety while making decisions that you previously handled with assurance and faith. Without a known reason, physical or emotional weariness may also indicate spiritual assaults. This kind of fatigue might reduce your desire to do spiritual activities, which can lower your spiritual vigor. It's critical to respond right away if you see these indicators. The first step is to strengthen your spiritual disciplines. You may strengthen your spirit by praying more intently, studying the Bible more frequently, and taking part in church activities. Maintaining a relationship with a religious community is also essential. Spiritual attacks can be made worse by isolation, yet belonging to a strong Christian group offers accountability and strength. Recall that Ephesians 6:11-18 exhorts Christians to resist the devil's schemes by donning all of God's armor. This entails arming oneself with the gospel of peace, truth, righteousness, faith, salvation, and God's word, all of which are strengthened via prayer. Finally, keep an eye out for any small changes in your spiritual life and be attentive. Early detection of spiritual assault symptoms is key to maintaining your spiritual well-being. Pray again, seek out the company and encouragement of other believers, and spend a lot of time in the Bible. You may oppose the devil by doing these things, and he will run away from you. James 4:7.